Hello everybody, this is Hal, doing a quick update on the prepping portion, on the food preparation and food growth. I've not had the time to tend to the garden, and it's growing grass like crazy, so I'm going to get in here this afternoon and take care of it properly, because it's running away. But the corn is coming in. We planted all this stuff really late, but as you can see, some of that's coming in. The soybeans and some of the corn didn't come in at all. But the rest is coming out pretty good. We did get our potatoes in the other day. We were growing them in those bags earlier. And then you see soybeans back there. Those are coming out okay. Pumpkins. Those pumpkins are actually doing pretty good. You can see some there, way down there. They are doing quite well. There's another pumpkin in there, and another one here, as you can see. Another one here, and anyways, they're all over the place. Those are coming out pretty good. And then this corn, we started this a lot earlier, and growing them in bags, and that's going out okay. And as you can see, the potatoes already have been picked. You see some of the dirt buckets that, or some of the pots that they were in, and let me see if I can find. Here's some of the potatoes. Here are the potatoes that we got. So we got a whole bucket full of them. Didn't get as big as we thought, and there were some bigger ones, the red potatoes, and those actually, the better ones, were the ones that we got out of the pots. In other words, the ones that we didn't keep adding dirt to make them continue to grow actually came out better. It seems like it takes a lot of energy out of the plant to grow, and therefore the energy doesn't go into the potatoes. But what we're going to do next year is, I got some of these 55-gallon drums, and I cut them in half, and we're going to use these as planters. We're going to put potatoes in there. We're going to put essentially our corn in there. I'm just going to get a whole boatload of those. I can get those for free from a company here in town, the newspaper, and it's easy to rinse them out, cut them open, and then just use them here. As well as the fruit trees, those pots tend to not do well in the wind. They flip over because they're unstable. The tree's long, and it's tall and heavy on the top. So those 55-gallon barrels will work out just fine for that, and I think that's gonna be the ticket. And we're gonna do this whole area here. It's just gonna be full of a garden. It's gonna be a fairly large garden that we're gonna do next year, all around here, rather than in just this area here. So we're gonna go from here all the way to that electric fence that I just put up, and then all the way out this way here. That electric fence, I just put it up to keep our 2 male goats back there. Works pretty good. It does give you quite a bit of a jolt, and I put a solar panel, of course, to power it. There's a battery, small tractor battery in there, and that's what powers the electric fence. And then there's one of these Harbor Freight solar panels. I got plenty of those, so I just took one kit and mounted it there to the pole like that, and it's actually quite sturdy. It's screwed in from the bottom through that bracket. Don't know if you can see it there and back there. So the next step is to take another one of those panels and move it up front to the gate in the fence, so it will charge the battery for the gate opener. Anyways, that's it. That's the update for now. God bless everybody. Take care. Hi everybody. We're gonna do an update on the potato harvest. I just got through watching LDSprepper and his harvest, and we did. If you look in here, those are half of the potatoes that my wife grew actually, and she had a great idea on growing them right in the bag, and then just continue adding dirt, and then continue unfolding the bag to give it room for growth, rather than having to build a potato box. Now this year we might do that, but we're running into the same issue that LDSprepper did. That I don't think that this method of adding dirt really works all that great. We didn't get a great harvest, although I think it was a little better than maybe what he got just out of pure chance. But I think that's because we couldn't grow ours as tall, and I think maybe that is the difference. And I think that confirms my theory that if you grow them in a place where you're continually adding to them, it actually the plant loses too much energy growing tall, and very little energy of the plant actually goes into growing the actual potatoes, because all the energy is into growing the stalk higher and higher and higher and higher, and grow more leaves. So I think that's where the issue lies. Now there are some potatoes here, but they're awfully small. It's like they just they underdeveloped, and I think that's kind of confirmation of that theory. Here's another stalk, for example. See, there's all these leafy stuff, and then you got some, tiny little potatoes in here. We had other potatoes that we grew in pots, like this one. All those pots had potatoes yesterday, and the ones that were in the pots actually, I think, grew better potatoes. We had my wife had planted some red potatoes, and they developed really nice. They had good size. There was a nice big cluster of them. And I think the big difference is that they didn't have to spend their energy just growing stalks.
Mommy.
And that kind of makes sense to me. What do you want, buddy?
Don't go in there. Don't go outside the fence.
How come?
Wolfie has gone crazy.
Wolf is going crazy. How come?
He was jumping on me and and he bit my hand.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's the boss? You or him?
Yeah.
Who's the human?
Yeah, but he did it too many times.
Well, what are you supposed to do?
He was running into me.
What are you supposed to do? Remember? Huh?
Hit him?
No, not hit him. Poke him in the side and go like that.
Well, he was
right?
running up to me also.
He's just playing with you, buddy. Okay?
Well, he was running crazy.
All right, so that's really all the potatoes out of that bag. Well, there's one here.
Next.
Mommy,
And that's kind of the amount that we have out of it.
The goats are in your garden. The goats are in
buddy,
your garden.
Yeah, we know. Okay, so I'm going to grab another bag, and we'll see what we get. This one feels awfully wet at the bottom. But there are some potatoes here, and I think just like LDSprepper, we're seeing most of the clusters are at the bottom. So there's some here. Actually, this one did quite nice, but this bag wasn't very tall at all. And I'm starting to believe that trying to grow these things tall is the problem. It spends way too much energy growing up vertical, and very little growing food. Yeah, that's, I think, pretty much about it there. There's a nice one. There's another one there.
Mommy, can I go in here?
Yeah, I think that's it for that one. So we did get some more out of those. I'm going to put this on the side.
Mommy, they're eating your plant.
Alright, so we had to take a minor interruption to get the goats out of the garden. because I haven't finished the electric fence yet. And so this bag was only this tall with dirt. We'll see what we get out of it. Trying to see some potatoes here. There, that's a nice little cluster in here. Actually, not all that great. Not much for potato here. This one, it's rotted. I think that dirt was a little too wet.
No.
Yeah, that's all that did. It didn't do a whole lot, I don't think. We got these two. That's the original seed. Alright. That's that. Alright, let's take a look at one of these that has a big old stalk, and it's a fairly long bag. And let's see, this one should have spent a lot of energy growing stalk and leaf. Well, that one's tough. Kind of dried up in here. Nice and warm in there, though.
Wow, that's a lot of roots.
That's a lot of roots. Yep.
But
A lot
no,
of root, a lot of plant stalk, a lot of
no
leaf,
potatoes.
and no potatoes. So far, no potatoes. Look at that.
Hi, Mr. Clean.
So this should be a nice cluster of potato there. And what we got is a nice cluster of roots. And not a single potato out of this thing.
No potatoes.
All right. So that seems to confirm the theory. The more these potato plants grow, the less energy for growing potatoes you have. So I think what we need to do is, there you go, Goldie. There you go. I think what we need to do is just grow them in the field, or we can grow them in boxes, but let them grow naturally. I think that's the ticket, where you're gonna get a lot of potatoes out of it. So this one wasn't as tall, not as many leaves on it, not as much stalk. Oh, that one's a lot better.
A lot better.
Check it out. I think that one's that one's sprouting really good. All right. This one's not too bad. Let's make sure we don't miss any. With as few potatoes as we have, we can't afford to miss a single one.
Vamos papai.
Okay, here's a nice cluster of potatoes here. Look at that. Not bad. That one did quite well. So those look pretty nice. Here's another one that's sprouting, really nice. Thank you, dear. Look, there's more here. That one's growing too. Sprouting good. Look at that. That bag was good.
Next.
Next. Wait. We got potatoes. Can't miss one. We don't have that many potatoes, so we can't afford to miss even a single one. Here's something. Just I think that's it. Did I miss something? Little tiny one.
Okay, next.
Okay, dear. Next.
No, así.
So this one didn't have any stalk left in it. It had all died already. It was ready to be harvested for real. There's potatoes here.
That's it?
Well, I think there may be more. I don't know.
That's it.
Well, that's it. That's all she wrote.
Next.
Okay. The small bag with a big stalk. This feels real light. I don't think there's any meat in left. Any potatoes in there. Let's see. Call me a liar. Good. I think that's fungus. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, look, it was already sprouting. But surely didn't give a lot for such a big stalk.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at my thumb, look at that stalk. It's woody too. It's real tough.
Okay, next.
La usted tiene esa mata, como quieres que la saque.
Okay, déjalo así ya.
¿La dejo así? No lo sacamos, sí. Okay, so that's it. So here's a harvest. The additional harvest. So we have that, and then the other bucket that I showed you earlier that we got yesterday. There's, I don't know, maybe 3 pounds of potatoes in there. So hardly worth the effort for all that dirt and all the water and all the electricity that we used in watering it. The cost of the soil. So I think the ticket next year is to use these planters, these big old planters here, and put 2 or 3 potato plants in there and just let them have at it. And I think we're going to have better luck that way. And then trimming perhaps the top of the plant so they don't get more than 5 centimeters, I think.
50.
Or
50.
50 centimeters. My wife's is in centimeters.
Yeah.
I think it's like 12 inches, like a foot, something like that. Anyways, look it up online, see what 50 centimeters is. She says that you have to trim them, so they're no longer than that. I think that's about a foot high. And then you probably, which kind of makes sense, I guess, if you don't spend all your time growing leaf and stalk. So anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll do another update soon. Take care.